Good morning. Good morning. So good. Oh, damn.
Use this time for some target practice. Real thing's coming soon. Enemy soldier incoming. Prep time's over, now you deploy to the war zone. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Let's get that bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne in 3. There you are. We got the green light. You're going to the war zone. Grab your gear and shoot. You're up in 3. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
Let's roll. Down over I am. Keep clear of that gas. Get to the safe zone.
Deploy. Oh, I know. I'm dead.
We got gas moving in.
I'm one of those dead people. Staring. Oh, shit. Oh, give me some cash, motherfucker! Who's a Ghostface motherfucking killer? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, what I wanted a little fucking computer. Where is it? What the fuck is this? That was scary as F. The fuck? Like, oh, didn't you want a blue bunny? Didn't you want it? You want it. Like, girl, that thing is fucking got a soul of its own, damn it. What's wrong with you?
Friendly buy station deployed. Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down. Deployable buy stations ready.
Who the fuck?
Loadout drop inbound.
How you like me now, bitch? How you like me?
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Is a valiant
Of
effort.
course.
Keep your head up. Return to base for debrief.
Damn. Stole my cash. Damn. Damn, boy. You guys are good. Ooh. Ooh, ooh,
To learn some Tears of the Kingdom tips and tricks.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly. Enemies dropping into the AO.
You take me behind the class today. do be going to class.
Lunch is not a class, shorty.
It is when you got the munchies.
That's why you such a dumbass.
Your mother.
You my brother, that's your mother too, jackass.
Well, yeah. But in your father's too.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Did you say that shit 9 times? You're still walking around?
Yeah, motherfucker. What you think about that? What you think? There you is. There you is.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Rep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your shoots. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
The alarm's just going.
Enemy on the other side.
This is some scurry shit.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching on your position. Move to the safe zone.
Check it out! You wanna get shut up to all my feet? Cindy! The TV's leaking! Maybe I can help you in a room in which there are no others. Or you can all watch. I don't give a shit. I don't believe it! The aliens killed the dinosaur! I just got a weird feeling something bad is heading my way, like when you see an Asian person behind the wheel of a car.
Something bad is in my way. Like when you see an Asian person behind the wheel of a car or a truck. Oh, damn, bro.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
You're right, Cindy. That worked pretty well. Look out, really close. And then it started to get wild and people getting freaking and stuff. I was there with your girl getting buck wild in the jacuzzi. So, with a backup dancer. I mean, that's nasty. Ooh, I'm with my ass in you. I can't believe you fell for that fake seizure. It seems so real. It is, isn't it? You did. Yes.
I sold that shit.
That shit, didn't I? Okay, now let that shit just mutilate my white ass and me.
No one's gotta die today, motherfucker. No one's gotta die today. Motherfucker.
We
There
already
you are.
committed murder. We might as well rob his ass. Get up, you little ugly bitch. Come on. What I'm talking about. I got some interesting more. Like, damn.
Brenda, yes! You did it!
I mean, do we have some walkie-talkies or something?
No. Yeah, these.
Those is Dixie cows.
You want to switch?
Okay. You know they gave me a shout out on the album, right? Word? Yeah. Everywhere I go, I see the same house. Okay, don't yell me. Oh my God, Rhonda, we're gonna die. I would continue if you would have just shut the fuck up. We don't call it China where I come from. Is it too late for me to shut this gun? What's his name?
Looks like this intel reveals the location of the next gas spread. Get it to the designated uplink station for
Get
decryption.
him.
Hurry up.
Big fat Chinese guy.
Yep, we good.
Fake as press on nail. Hey, baby girl.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
That's mine. I found it.
Yeah, that's good.
Look, you got my sandwich. I fucked that little purple up. Oh my God, you bitch. Give me that. I'm gonna piss on
Why?
your face. And then I'll bark in your mouth.
Get up this ladder, bitch. What the fuck is going on? Oh, fuck. What is going on?
Hello? Hey, girl. I'm gonna move in. Here, look at you. romantic.
What kind of gun is this? Like, fuck, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that shit? They're like, oh, you going back to the cool dog, bitch. No way. Bria Worth is taking it off. Forward. Come on, go down. Go down. Get in that fucking hole. Why aren't you getting in the hole? Get it.
Don't call me no bitch. You ain't shit.
The enemy took
Oh, they got me like a snow hoe. 57.
Who's in danger?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Check the fucking music room.
Oh my god.
Don't mind her. She's slip and fall.
Sentences. Oh my god. You want me to cut something?
That should be obvious, yes. No.
Requesting recon flyover.
It was the fear.
Oh, Queen Latifah is so great. She's so good.
Chair.
Yo, I forgot she was even in that whole series.
She looks so peaceful.
Oh. Oh no.
Ears.
She would smell that.
Ross.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Coming up, more.
Gillette Clear Gel has 72-hour sweat protection that goes on clean.
We're here today with film star Natalie Portman. Now, Natalie, the last time you were here, I heard things got a little out of control.
Yeah, well, I was going through a really weird time then, but I've matured a lot.
Why don't you fill us in on what it's like?
Yo, Natalie Portman is so good.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
She's like really good.
Danny's dissolving in my Pinot. My man dance, but he's not a ballerino. Yeah, he twinkled his toes, but he give me good pedo. Wrap a good burrito. High cost, only thing I snack on. Blackout and go motherfucking black swan. Bring on up and ayahuasca boy. Tell your Taurus parents I'ma turn you to a foster boy.
Check your weapons, check your gear. We're holding for deployment.
Untrue. I'm a mother now.
Juggling kids and a career.
You can juggle these nuts.
Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
I want that bird ready in 3 mics. Relay those coordinates. There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
Let's get this done. Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
Well, that's all the time we have. Natalie, one last question. Those times oh, no.
That was really, really wow.
Take your music creation to the next level. Check out
Not on my fucking watch.
The DOD needs to know what this says. However many days it's tickling, but that can only mean one thing. Some moron Air National Guardsman leaked a bunch of secret documents on the internet. What social media did he use this time? Was it Zero days since the Air National Guard decided to start dropping secret classified documents. Some well above top into a friggin' Discord server because he dropped flags. Why is it?
Fight's over, soldier. Turn to base. We lost that one, but we'll get those sumbitches next time.
Like everybody else, if you're a little bit uptight and need a release and feel a little lonely, god dang! You know what I'm talking about? Well, let's break it on down. Airman Jack Texera of the Massachusetts Air National Guard into the sky. Got arrested last week for leaking super freaking top secret documents about the war in Ukraine and God knows what else on a Discord server. And here he is getting walked out by the FBI saying, hey, get out of your house. And the moron is so gosh dang stupid in Massachusetts in the middle of April to put on a pair of pants. So he's just
Yeah, so like, I had this one friend recently who was going through my phone kind of thing, and they saw that I followed somebody like on Instagram or whatever, and they were like, oh, how do you know so-and-so? How would you know them? And I'm like, oh, like, they're really nice. I really like them a lot. They're really sweet and kind to me. Oh, well, you shouldn't like them because... And then they go into this huge fucking... It's like, okay, you know what? If you guys had a really bad falling out, like, that's on you. Like, why am I in the middle of this? Like, you know, like... I just want to have fun. I'm not looking to join a cult. And they're like, oh, well, you should hate them with us. You should hate them. Join this group on fucking Telegram or whatever. It's like, bro, I don't do groups. Period. I don't. Group sex, fucking group hangouts, fucking group outings, fucking group fucking families. Like, no, I don't do it. Sorry. I'm never doing that again. Like, I don't even do work groups. Like... I just do my thing. Like, that's it.
You're up fast. We're about to get evil.
So yeah, like, is hating people in, like, groups a thing? Is, like, clotting up an artery a thing now? Like, we all need to group up and hate somebody, and we need to do that in one avenue of life because that's cool? Like, I don't know.
Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
I want that bird ready in 3 mics. Relay those coordinates. There we are. Headshed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
This person is probably like, why does he like all of my shit?
Battle Royale.
And it's like when you're really
You got
good,
gas
and you're
closing
really
in fast.
funny,
Unass yourself to
and
the
you're
safe
really
zone.
sweet, and you're really kind to other people. That's another huge one. You're really kind to other people, even when you could just be like the biggest asshole. Like I find it super attractive. I don't know.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Gas is moving. Heads up, an enemy squad marked you as a bounty target.
Wait, I just got a fucking weapon. Ridiculous. Zip lines.
The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
It's like I just solo-y hate things on my own. I don't recruit other people to hate the same thing. Unless we coincidentally meet up and they're like, oh, hey, do you remember this situation that occurred? And I was like, oh, I had a similar situation occur at the same similar institution of whatever. Oh, no way. Yeah, they asked me for this, this, and this. And they're like, oh my gosh, I hate that. And I was like, I know. Because I was just looking for this one little thing of me just being able to do this. I know, isn't that ridiculous that they weren't able to do this one little thing? I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like, what's the point of you even being open if you can't do the one thing that it says that you do? Like, why don't you just fucking close this shit down?
Gas is inbound.
Why do they keep switching to the gun? They should do grown-up Captain Planet.
Supply boxes marked. Secure those locations.
Oh, don't.
Supply box secured. 2 to go. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1
Also, too, making a Telegram group about hating something. That's weird. You know when you have too much time on your hands?
You're losing ground. Move it. 2 supply boxes secured. 1 remaining.
Hands.
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured. Friendly UAV is tracking targets. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
Which is great. A lot of good funny skits can be about nothing. But I was like, I kind of wanted to have like a really good, solid take-home message.
There's nobody. How many players? Oh, there's only 27 players. Oh, right there. Right there.
It's a little like both, you know? I feel like that's always with you, though.
Did he survive? Yeah, he did. I'm bad with this fucking sniper. I have not hit a single fucking person.
Gas is closing in.
How did I just get redeployed like that? Like, I need to go to the gulag, right? Like, oh my gosh, I went right back to the same spot, and now everybody knows I'm there. They're also probably wondering how I lost all those shots, and now I'm dead. And it's over. Oh, now I go. How's that? How the fuck's that?
Gave it a solid try. Time to head back to base. 25 remained. They hit us hard that time. Let's regroup and get back up there, yep?
So stairs, insulation, drywall, potentially cabinets. It's a busy day. Join me, won't you?
I can't believe the luck I have. My GoPro SD card is just shot to shit. It's absolutely trash. So now this is the third time I have to try and record this because my stupid camera card is like, hey, we're corrupted. We've decided today that we're corrupted. What happened with GoPro? It's battery sucking shit ever since like the Hero 5. Big trash. All right, back to the house. So a lot of you have messaged me on Instagram that said, hey, listen, I want to go over and help you out with the house. And I appreciate that. I really sincerely do. But some of you are like, I'm from Canada or I live in Illinois. It's like, I can't fly out here to do this stuff, man. Like, I don't have a massive budget for this house. This thing has already been a fucking money as it is. Thank God you're here to support the channel. Somebody happened to be from Buffalo and said, hey, listen, AC, my dad's a veteran. I'm a carpenter. I do drywall. I'd love to help you out. And I said, all right, young Phil, why don't you come over to the house and give me an estimate for some stairs. I need the basement stairs done. If you do a good job, I'll ask you to do the second floor stairs. He said, sure thing. And so he gave me a good price. And I was like, all right, brother, well, let's knock it out. Let's see what we can do here. And he fucking killed it. Look at stairs. Look stairs going up. They're like nice stair right there. Big stair right there. Them 2-inch stringers right there. A lot better than the shit that used to be up there.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by. Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
Let's get that bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne in 3. There you are. We got the green light. You're going to the war zone. Grab your gear and shoot. You're up in 3. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
I'll see you on the other side. Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone. Strongholds located. Targets are marked on your TAC map. Enemies are dropping into the area. Guys.
Shit! Too close.
The gift. Dang.
It's completely changed my life. I work on a part-time basis, about 5 to 10 hours a week. I earn about $30,000 a year. Off that lease, that little time. The best part is this is literally a done-for-you system. Automated connects to one store, shipping.
Where is this? Oh, that's where.
You're RTB. Failure ain't fatal. It's just an opportunity to do better.
Ooh. I do that all the time.
Oh my god. You try to do something and there should be no issues. I'm just fucking stairs right now. About these stairs, I got that chip in them. And about the wall, the throttle about to get. And I can't even get that done because my SD card and now my camera and I hit the thing. I just want to get through my day. It's supposed to be like 10-15 minutes of me being like, all right, the crack house update. Let's get motivated and fucking yeah. And now it's just like, why? I mean, you're 45 minutes trying to quit the same thing. All right, let's get moving. You know, you're taking out your flat. You're adorable. He's so sweet. He's a good boy. But you fucked that up. Nah, it's not like that. I don't want to put carpet on it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with the stairs. Comment in the comments what I should do with these stairs. Stairs is something I've never ever thought of. It's not something you see on like HGTV videos or YouTube. Remodeling shit. What do I do with my bare ass stairs? I don't know. It's unknown territory. I am going to make it an Airbnb for you guys. I'm literally going to make it the Crack House Airbnb. I'm going to put Crack House photos all over the place. A nice little picture book that talks about the Crack House. And like links to this old Crack House on the smart TV. I'm going to have to nail Basement Jesus to the wall. It's already nailed to the cross, Richard. Why? There's a better way to say that. I'm going to have to secure Basement Jesus to the wall. I don't know. Okay, well, anyway. People will steal feet. BJ. People will steal feet.
Use this time for some target practice. Real thing's coming soon. Enemies dropping into the AO.
The fuck is everybody?
Wait, that was fucking close.
It's a little late, don't you think? It's never too late to be crazy.
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the
right
war
on
zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
Never too late.
Get that bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne in 3.
Always on time.
There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. Gear up. Grab your chutes. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
I'll see you on the other side.
It's like, you know what? Some days I feel like it's not everybody loves Raymond, it's everybody loves John. And except it's like some alternate reality where it's like I'm Spider-Man at the end of fucking No Way Home, and everybody kind of remembers me, but they don't remember me, but then they do remember me, but then they're in love with me. And then I'm like, oh no, like, I'm in this warped reality where these weird spells were casted on everybody, and now everybody's all fucked. Great. Great. This is just great. I enjoyed the reality where everyone just left me the fuck alone. But, oh, you want to make me fucking great? You want to make me fucking number 1? Fucking secret prime time? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
No, wait up. Wow. Who does that? Who does that? Honestly. Like, we just started. We just started. Take it, bitch.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location.
Why? Oh my god. That was all the things I needed. And they're now in fire. Is that a laptop? The light. Oh my god. I'm dead. That was a bad idea to go in here. A crack house, it's a crack home. How are you doing this shit? How? Oh, that's how.
Gave it a solid try. Time to head back to base.
Fuck, does he not realize I'm
Valiant
Snoop
effort.
Dogg? It's
Keep
like,
your head
who
up.
is this
Return to
bitch?
base for debrief.
Do you know who I am in this game? I am fucking the Snoop himself. People don't even recognize. Appointed commander. Alright, thanks so much. You're a hero.
You know, you've got the one bedroom here, you've got the master bedroom over here above the living room. Now, if you're bumping uglies with your old lady or fella, you probably don't want the guests downstairs to know that you're going hard.
You see these dogs in your front yard? Just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong.
Bing bong. So in order to muffle that, we've got some R11 that is going to muffle
What is going on? These photos on Instagram.
And two, it's going to muffle the sounds coming from the upstairs. So when you're walking around on the vinyl, banging out your old lady, you know, you're not going to hear the moans and the creaks and the stomps and somebody dropping a dime or a quarter, and, you know, and reverberating throughout the entire house. Reverberating. Good word. Use it. When I came in here and I started talking, immediately I won't. That was going to be on having fun. No echo. You bitch.
Oh, boo.
Fuck you.
Hey, guess what?
You fucking psycho.
You're
like
never
almost no reverb.
Who does that?
Why did I just think about the scene from Goodfellas where Joe Pesci gets
Fucked
marked because he killed
up.
a made man? I'm like, oh yeah, that sound deadening quality. And that house must have been great. Where does my mind
Hey,
go?
boyfriend.
But now that we've got everything boxed up.
You know I won't.
Look at this.
Having fun.
Stack a half-inch drywall.
Check your weapons, check your gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Oh, I'm gonna beat you with my fucking gun, boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dead. You know, it could have been you. Could have been. Like, what? That's like one of my favorite stats that I was saying. Could have been you. But it wasn't.
All stations, green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
I want that bird ready in 3 mics. Relay those coordinates. Gang's all here. Word came down. We are green to go. So gear up and grab your chutes. We're going to the war zone. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
I'll see you on the other side. Battle Royale. Gas is approaching on your position. Move to the safe zone. Be advised, Intel has located multiple strongholds.
So after that, I totally ran to the forest. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know where I'm going. I started to hallucinate. They're gonna touch my face and I just put foundation on it. Then I got really scared, and when I get super scared, I snort. So I'm like... And then I found this house, and then I'm like, I'm gonna crawl into bed and get some free food, because that makes sense.
Saved. I pretty much just saved this guy's life. I'm a hero. Look at that. Every opportunity. Just always taking that next level approach. You gotta. In life, you just gotta. I wish I had a pool like this at home. I'll be honest with you. My own lane with no weird people in it. Everybody's there with a rhyme or reason, you know. Oh, I'm not just doing some weird swim thing in the lane when there's a big other side where you could be doing that. No. Just gonna put that out there. Don't hog the pool lanes while you're playing Call of Duty. First things first.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, how are you doing?
It's just
How are you doing?
Better. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
To another edition of this local Madhouse tonight, your host AC, and this is where I show you the horrible financial decisions that I made while trying to make an investment property out of a local Madhouse.
If it goes to court, it's like, you know what's in those documents, child. You know.
While I've been gone on military training, everybody help me out.
It's not like a temptation for you. Like that kind
Gas
of
is closing in.
temptation for me. Across some of my disease, yeah, of course. You know the expression that there is a devil on one shoulder, it's temptation, but there's an angel on the other shoulder. And I think you have to build up the angel, your true self, to be strong enough to resist or push temptation away, right? So I want to try and visualize that. I've got this torch here, so you can see the shadow of my hand, right?
Yeah.
So imagine this shadow represents like the devil on the shoulder, and the devil's always looking to kind of trying to lead you towards a temptation, which obviously for me in this case is fizzy drink.
Yeah.
Just kind of wants to reach over and just. But then, for me, you kind of represent the angel who's kind of built up the strength to push.
Ew, that was scary.
Temptation. Can I just take your hand?
Oh my god.
You did a great job, Phil. You did a great job. Filled it up a little bit more than you could chew, which was fine. We agreed on it. That was our agreement. Hey, man, try things out. Feel them out. Let's get you some experience. This is the place to experience. Experiment. But we're still using Phil. Phil is still going to be around. We're just going to use him in his carpentry aspects more, where he is fantastic. Phil did the stairs, and I showed people the stairs that he did.
I think I've watched this video already.
But when he came in, he's a contractor, did a bunch of contractor things, finished up the drywall, weathered it all, painted it all, and now here we are with the laminate flooring, and look at it.
Sometimes this one, when it's done a video, it goes into an old video, and it's like, please, I've already seen this. Majora's Mask glider. Oh my gosh, the Amiibos drop rare loot. So that you buy these little fucking toys. So you can just fucking, oh, Dick, I got a little toy. Well, if that's how they want you to play video games, then that's how they want you to play video games.
If you can't do 50 push-ups, then you need to do this 28-day calisthenics workout.
Oh my god. If you can't do 200 laps in under 2 hours, then you need to get mental health. You need it. Like, people on here, honestly, it's like, what? What? The Acolyte trailer.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by. Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Prep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. Gang's all here. Word came down. We are green to go. So gear up, grab your chutes. We're going to the war zone. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
Let's roll. Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there. Cash drop is en route. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Got what it takes to be in the top 1% of men.
Saves your life.
Got what it takes.
Be advised, enemies deployed a buy station.
Me talking about burning CDs on LimeWire. Like, who does that?
Loadout drop headed your way.
It takes 5 minutes to learn.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone
Good,
located.
because it takes me 20. If it takes 5, it'll take me a good 20 minutes. It was called dumplings.
They hit us hard that time. Let's regroup and get back up there, yeah?
Well, that was an obvious mistake right there.
Move it.
69.
Jedi Knight. Rebecca Henderson is playing Ernesto Rowe, who appears during those other High Republic comics and stories they're doing right now. But by the events of this series, she's become a Jedi Master. The official plot synopsis just reads, The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers to a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era, which is why I say it takes place closer to the events of Phantom Menace. A former Padawan reunites with their Jedi Master to investigate a series of...
Yeah, so this is, I told you I was gonna mess around! You guys didn't raise no bitch around here. Look at this thing. Golly! What? I did this on the smoker, the pit smoker. What do you think? You ready? You ready? Let's go!
Something bad will probably happen to them to prevent them from telling someone like Master Yoda, for instance, who's still very much alive.
Wow. I don't feel bad about getting older. I like getting older. It means I'm getting more tricky. Look out, every year I grow, I get one more level of trickiness. Whoa, whoa, guys, look out. I'm just too tricky for a vast majority of the people out there. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just a little too much. What is going on here?
Supposedly the way that the Acolyte episode 1 presents Giga is that it starts on a planet called Soshiro near the sea of Front. It's all right here in the Mars and this attacked by primitive tribal beings. They did it to caught off by the Jedi in that period.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
Dead. They have no compassion for Snoop Dogg today. The fuck? Like, honestly, wouldn't they see me and be like, oh, produces some of the best music. Oh, smokes a lot of weed. Let's just fucking chill the fuck out. We'll shoot someone else. Like, no. No.
All stations.
Not today.
01. Deployment to the war zone.
Not today. No.
Get that bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne in 3. There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
Let's get this done. Battle Royale. You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was lovely to have you this year. See you next year, or not.
It's like, what are you? Fucking Red Angel? My god.
Maganis Kasisi. Maganis Seps. No, pero malakatita pa Maganis.
If you hear strange languages, just know that was not intentional. I did not choose this.
Not too round square. I get my nails done every 2 or 3 weeks.
Enemy
Not
dropping
round
in.
square. No, not round square. And we're so busy. No, not round square. I can see you rounding them off. That's rounding. No, it's correct. I'll show you. Watch. Just square straight and then like that.
Started the shop back in the early 80s, and the question was, how do we get strings for all the guitars we're fixing? D'Addario was the first company that opened up the door to me in terms of getting material, and I've never forgotten that.
Change your life. You got what it takes. Hot dog fingers.
I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand.
I'm alive. I'm in the waters of life, child. Oh shit. You know what, guys? I'm like getting really hot. My hands are getting really wet. And I just need everything to just chill the fuck out. Okay, you know what it is? There's no air coming in. Word. Breathe, child. Damn it. What's wrong with you? K-Boss, bitch. The midichlorians. Like, what is this trophy system do? Beyond me.
You got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Bomb drone deployed!
Home drone is off. Bomb drone signal is off. No effect on target.
Oh my gosh, this is a funny story about me, but when I say story, I actually mean fact, but I love minerals and crystals.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
So that guy definitely saw me, and the thing about that guy too is like he has like a scope on me, so it's like, okay, let's just get rid of it.
Gas is closing in.
Here we go.
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices.
What is this?
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
During the same time, the neighborhood people and the Toronto people's distinctions become really clear. 12,000 people. Settlers from Corellia colonize the land that becomes the Northern Regional Depot now. Jedi.
What kind of sniper is that? Shit.
Your fight's over, soldier. Return to base. We lost that one, but we'll get those sumbitches next time.
Darth Maul is then born and trained by the Sith Lord Darth Shao. He would go on to kill her and hone his craft as he wanders the galaxy. Maulman would later go on to destroy a city with a super weapon, but he and his acolytes are defeated by a pair of Jedi. Darth Maulman's later attendants was unknowledgeable whatsoever.
It's like no girls do these kind of things.
Gear up fast, we're about to get evil. Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
Prep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. Gang's all here. Word came down. We are green to go. So gear up, grab your chutes. We're going to the war zone. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
Let's roll. Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
You can think of like Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo Switch controllers. But you can also adjust the angle to hang different things or even headphones. And I designed the whole thing fully green in place.
Wow, that's incredible. Right? This is great.
Let's do it. Can I jump right in through the top?
You got gas moving in.
Then I guess that's a yes. Alright, so this one actually looks like a legitimate Coliseum. And I'm kind of scared of what might be in there. This feels like Rhino territory.
This is intel on the next gas spread.
Like
Secure it to the uplink station marked on your TAC map, and we'll decrypt it while we still can.
Oh, that's totally the Rhino. Oh, man.
What's wrong with Rhinos? Just take the Rhino out.
Okay, on the plus side, it's not armored. So I can deal with that.
Alright, I need to find a way out of this situation.
Oh my god, I'm stupid. God damn it, stop taking hits. I need to work on that right there. But because I don't, I need a one-handed weapon. It's the only way this is gonna pan out. You need to get him blinded and standing still like he is there, so he can't see me come up. Absolutely, I'm in trouble because there's multiple waves of this, and this first one's just doing me in.
Good connection. Set a perimeter till the transfer's done. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Upload secure. Future gas spread coordinates are marked on your TAC map.
I really need to make foods that give me more attack power, because that would help this speed along. I think he's about to do a spin attack. Can you see me? I think he knows. No, he's down, he's down. Yeah, so this actually...
Fuck!
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Is it gonna work through the whole thing? Is a question. Lionel makes horn. So the first one... It's only
Wars for the Warriors. And you're RTB. The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
I hope the last one is multiple, but I think it is, honestly. I was going to so far, so good. Wish I had more mushrooms to get where he can't see me. Get where he can't see me. Can you see me? No, you can't. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. back.
Wow, that's really good.
My one-hand weapon is almost broken. I need to just pick stuff up. The shield is doing me well. Can't carry anymore. Just don't worry about it until this one breaks. Shit. We've got the soldier's claymore. So far, so good. I mean, kinda. We wasted a lot of health on the first one, but that's neither here nor there. We are using that, which is completely okay, actually. Yeah, it's okay. That is our weakest one. I need, what's my last push from this last guy's gonna be hard. I mean, I might be able to dazzle him. The fact is that's not what we want. We need two-handed madness here.
Use this time for some target bricks. Real things coming soon.
He wasn't blinded. He was, but not enough. Get back to the one-handed. That's both the break.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Good shot.
Shit!
Good shot.
That was too close.
Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
It all goes to crap.
Prep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. Here we are.
As fast as you can.
Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
Let's roll. Battle Royale. You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone. Positive ID on multiple strongholds. Locations are marked on your TAC map.
Take a shot. Let's go. Just out of curiosity, I don't have boots on this attack, right? Okay.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Gas is moving.
Too long I've been quenched thirst, unable to quench it. Too long I've been starving to death and haven't died. I feel nothing but the wind on my face from the spray of the sea, or the warmth of a woman's flesh. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
We are Mouse, and we're on a mission to create the world's best bin focus for those who hate Jesus and collaborate with something.
Life is cruel. What
should the afterlife be any different?
Cold and cruel, like winds on the sea.
Welcome to another edition of this old crack house. I'm your host, Angry Cops, AC for short. And I'm bending over right now because that's exactly what my contractor did to me.
Ghost Killer.
Tried to put up some
Time to head back to base.
on the first and second floor. Oh, that.
Failure ain't fatal. It's just an opportunity to do better.
Join me. Won't you? I know. It's been a while. Like 3 more months since the last time I gave you an update and Angry Pops was there. Apparently my father's a huge hit. You all realize where I get my sarcastic, dickish ways. Our banter apparently is hysterical. These are your words, not mine. But since it's been a while, I'm going to refresh your memory on... What am I going to refresh your memory on? How shitty this fucking place is? How much money it's costing me? What am I refreshing them on? Come on, dick. You're going to refresh them on how shitty this fucking support is. That's what you're going to do. All right. So let me refresh your memory on a large issue with the supports that got put in after taking out a wall. Previous contractor, he informed me that a 4-inch beam, I-beam, was going to be enough for a 14-foot section of wall that we had removed, and we're going to put this in order to open up the kitchen. Here I am standing in the kitchen. Over here is going to be the dining room. Put up this weird bracket up here, and then kind of secured a 2x4 to the chimney while putting a temporary basement support beam in, maxing it out to the tallest length it could possibly go here and up here. Now, it wasn't ready for the weight, so I don't know if you can tell, but that screwed part right up here.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
Because, there's too much fucking weight on there. And, to top that off, it wasn't tall enough. So, he put a cut-off piece of 2x4 on the bottom, once again without securing it. Oh, how is this secured? Just wait. It's not screwed down to anything. And it isn't up here either. Yeah. Well, just get
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Pipes and shit.
Where the fuck is this guy?
They're holding not exactly the best work. And then a little bit more of the same over here. The top's not secured to anything.
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
And
let's get that bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne in 3. There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your shoots. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
Let's roll. Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
The first thing that you're really going to want to do in this game is you're going to want to get all of these Skygate towers, because what you're going to do is use the liars is in order to see where things are, to find shrines, to find things you want to go to, and as you get more stamina and things like that, you can store stamina, it'll give you more accessibility to explore the map. Because without this, going out the door, you're going to be careful. So now we can fly to the
Enemies dropping into the AO.
always going for Snoop Dogg first. Screw these people.
South, that giant structure. Well, you're going to go to that giant structure, you have to fight the boss, so bring some weapons before you do it. And then after you defeat that boss, you'll then have the ability to do auto building, which is something you definitely want to do because it makes everything way better. And it's also going to be something I'm going to use later to this video that'll help you out a ton in this game and make you have way more fun. It's something you really want to do early because otherwise you may go your whole game without building all this stuff and you'll regret it. You may end up playing the game a whole second time just so you can see what it'd be like to build things. Instead, do this right away, and we're going to teach you all the stuff like that, so you can do it throughout your playthrough and have fun the whole way through, not regret it later, not having fun. Uplands are on Skyview Tower up here. Go ahead and see what I'm talking about Skyview Tower, or you can just one over here. The main thing is, in order to do that, you could just run there too. But you might as well do Skyview Tower.
Saved his life. The hero. Look at me.
By entering from the top of that, you want to get the Skyview Tower and then fly there. Close enough that you will very low stamina. So you will be able to get there with your gliding. You see that one hill over there with the weird rock that I'm flying at right now? You see the tip of the glider is like touching it right now, that rock. That's where you need to go. Once you land on this rock or climb up to this point, you're now going to be right here on the map. Okay, so now there's a secret entrance from the top that will take you to the shrine, which is a very important, very important thing to do early on, because there's an OP thing we can do if we do this. You'll go here and grab the shrine. Then you can fast travel here whenever you want, which is going to be the most overpowered thing that you're going to do in this entire game. And it's going to make your game so much more
Marking
fun.
contract.
It makes it so you can explore the map, because there's an item we can farm from here. So we'll go over here and run out of this cave, and then you'll run over to this. Be careful of that guy to the left. He'll one-tap you early game. Even now he'll one-tap with 5 hearts. And now you'll fly over here. And there's a spawn of crabs on this shore. And there's a ton of them. And you can come here every hour or two and grab them again and again. And the reason
bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Because you can cook them into a stamina restoration food, which will then make everything in your game way more fun. Because the biggest crutch in this game that stops you from having fun and exploring is stamina. You'll find yourself all the time throughout your playthrough where there's somewhere you really want to go, but you can't reach it because you don't have enough energy to climb, or you don't have enough energy to glide there, or whatever it is. There's always going to be issues like that.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Every hour or two, it's like a habit you can do. It's like, okay, it's been an hour or two, teleport over here, run back over, grab all the crabs, and just like that, you'll have another 6 full stamina.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Head back to the lookout Skyview Tower, or just anywhere that has a pot nearby in order to cook them. But you can go to the lookout landing. That's the one I usually go to for cooking reasons. You can go here, you can drop in this hole, and then you can go over here and then cook them. And now these crabs, what you do, you just take 2 of them at a time and cook them. You can press X to start the animation. It's a full stamina restore. So you just go here and do this every hour or two, and that will give you enough stamina restores to be able to have way more fun exploring the map during your time playing this game. Which then brings me to another tip that you really want to do sooner rather than later. Which is realize something about the game. So the way most items respawn in this game is that they go on where every minute there's just a chance random items will respawn. So over time everything respawns. There's no weapons here. So they'll respawn later. So, and also blood moons sometimes respawn some stuff, but some stuff only respawns. Most stuff actually only respawns as time passes. So
you're losing ground. Move it.
You know, you'll know every hour or two. Go to this shrine. Probably ideally like 2 hours. Go to the shrine. Go grab your crabs. Or you can do another thing, which brings us to our next tip. Is every 2 hours or so, you can go back and walk around shrine. Lie down here. Same thing over here. Find a bunch of constructs every 2 hours or so after they respawn, or to farm not only for going charges, but you also get the interesting huge weapons that they drop that gives you a big damage boost. Now with our next tip, we're going to go back to building. So building,
We lost that one.
Well,
We'll get those some bitches
the
next
thing to
time.
know about that one is I tried and I failed really bad.
So take the fun out of building. So if you do it early, you'll have way more fun. So what you can do then, once you get those, is you can take them and you can take out those devices from them, from these Zonite devices you get from those giant gumball machines looking things. And you can make things like cars, for example. I can take that, I can take 4 wheels, and I can take a steering stick, and then I can assemble it using Ultrahand, and I can make a car. And then once I have a car, I can then use auto build in order to get it whenever I want. So I can go ahead and stick these on. I'm going to do a half-ass job real fast just to show you. So you can quickly put things on like this, and then make sure they're facing the correct way because they have a direction they're supposed to go. There's arrows on top. This is not an ideal car, but you know, this works. Okay. So then we put this on, and then we can jump up here and use the steering stick. And then we have this car that's fast as lightning that we can drive around, and it makes it super fun to explore open plains. So there's things that you can do with building that are super, super fun that you really should do now rather than later, because you'll have a ton of fun doing it throughout your whole playthrough if you do. Now also, once you build something like this, we talked about auto build earlier. Now that we've auto build, we can go in here and we can see the things we just made with each step that we put into it. And if we want, we can press Y to set it as a favorite, and then we have all these things that I have as favorites now. And so once we have a favorite like this, we can pick the favorite, and instead we can use a Zeonite. Now if we have any parts nearby, we will use them instead, and then it won't use as much Zeonite. We need to reassemble it for the parts that we have. I feel like 3 or 4 Zeonite. That's something that's really cool. Later on, we just use Zeonite to make some simple things. Do another really, really awesome tip. There's a super, super awesome build that you need to have as one of your favorites. And maybe you saw it in there in my favorites. That is this thing. And it's super, super cheap. It's 2 rockets on the side of a platform, and then you save it out of your favorite. And it only uses 9 Zeonite in order to make it. Then what you do is you just jump up on top of it, hit it, and it will elevate you up really high, and then you glide. And this will let you get to areas that you otherwise wouldn't be able to access very easily. And it's super, super fun to have that when exploring, especially when exploring the depths. So I highly recommend having that as an option sooner rather than later. It'll make it way more fun, in my opinion. The next major tip I have relates to everything we just talked about, which is how do we get those materials? The Zonite. I could call it Zeonite for some reason, but Zonite. How do we get more Zonite? How do we get a lot of it? Well, I'm going to be working on a video soon for an actual farming route for it, where you can get an insane amount of it really fast. But just to start you off, I have one that's really, really good that you can use in the beginning in order to get a bunch. So what you do is that place I told you earlier.
Use this time for some target practice. Real things coming soon.
And from this light room, we have a bunch of Zonite.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Remember, it respawns about every 2 hours or so, and it respawns periodically. So you come back in an hour. Some of it will be here, some of it won't. Every 2 hours of gameplay, teleport down here to the Coradot light room. By the way, through the depths, up and down with the D-pad to change the elevation of your map. You put it down 5 to the depth. Go to this light room, and you'll head over here to the west, and you'll jump off down here. And right here is a series of veins that you can mine. There's normally enemies here. I'm not sure why the enemies didn't respawn this time. It's really, really weird. But you can go here and you can break these rocks in order to get Zonite, and also the large Zonite here, which we'll use in one of the things we'll talk about in a second. But you'll break all these and just do this every 2 hours. And then from there, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go
enemies dropping into the AO.
Southwest, and you can glide down to here.
Castaways.
Go underneath of this.
We are castaways.
Here, and then some more here.
Ahoy there.
Here.
Ahoy.
Here.
We are castaways.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
In 1979, a car known as the Mafia's car rolled off the assembly line. The 1979 Cadillac Devil. With its long, low body and imposing grille, the Devil had undeniable presence. Under the hood, a 425 cubic inch V8 churned out a smooth 180 horsepower, providing effortless motivation for the nearly 2-ton luxury line. Inside, power-adjustable seats, climate control, and an AM/FM stereo cassette catered to every whim. But the Devil wasn't just about coddling mafiosos. It represented the pinnacle of American automotive luxury. Built in Detroit, it exuded old-world craftsmanship with modern conveniences. For those who appreciated the finer things without regard for cost, the 1979 Devil was the ultimate status symbol. Its proportions could only come from the excess of the 1970s.
Crystallized charges, you'll be able to upgrade your battery. So I don't have enough right now. Get more and more charges on your battery pack. Eventually goes away.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Go get hunting.
Start, doing it as you go instead of being
We are returning you to the front. Earn this.
These spawns in this game are so long that, like not so long, but just every hour or two, you can go get the easy one. So if you don't do any of it, you just come back later, then it'll take forever for you to get it done, basically. Because you have to
Marking
wait for
contract.
the spawns to happen. So you'll be grinding for a really long time. Another tip that I have for you that really already know is when you're gliding, swimming, or climbing, and you're running out of stamina, you can open your inventory while doing this, and you can go to those stamina meals that I talked about. You can eat them while flying, while swimming, while climbing. You can explore anything you want to explore. And that's another thing that's really important to know about, and it'll make exploring way more fun if you do that. Now for easily repairing your weapons, you can kind of repair weapons in this game. The easiest, fastest way to do this is to get this shrine, the top shrine. You can do this by going to the Brewery Mountain Sky Tower up here at the top right of the map, and then flying machine, the parts that are there, fly over to this platform where you
Everyone's really good today. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Fucking poor Snoop Dogg. It feels so terrible. Just dead.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
Fuck, man. Just wanna fucking live. How is it that I'm just fucking coming back to life?
You're losing ground. Move it.
So if we put a +4 or 3 on the weapon, we can go here and remove it, and then go away the weapon, say like the stick that we put it on, or the sword that we put it on, and then we go to the new sword or whatever item with it. So you can go over here to Card Town, and there's this baby Goron right here, and you'll come up to this person, and you'll tell them to break it down, and then you can pick a weapon or a shield that you want to disassemble. So in my case, I'm going to disassemble the insane Silver Lionel Reaper that I have, since it's getting broken already, and I've got some basic wooden stick. So let's go ahead and pull them apart. And after that, we're going to that's one of those rarest things.
Looks like this intel reveals the location of the next gas spread. Get it to the designated uplink station for decryption. Hurry up.
Whatever address in the building. Throw it away or grab it and throw it.
Of course.
Get that item back. In this case,
Of course.
Lionel Saber one. And then I can take a new weapon that I actually want to use, but I don't have any right now that I want to use, and I can put it back on. And then also, if you don't know how to do it, you can go to materials, and you can drop, you can pull whatever item.
You're getting another chance. Make it count.
And,
you got a loadout drop inbound.
I don't know what weapons I have already. So you would take a weapon, you would look at it and then press Y, and then that's how you would recombine it with another weapon like that. And that's what I'm going to wrap it up. It's going to try to link the weapons. So hopefully that helped you out, guys. That's a bunch of things I highly recommend doing as you play, and it will make your game way more fun. If you don't do a lot of these things, you'll regret them later on because you'll complete the game and you'll look back and you'll ask yourself questions like, oh wow, I didn't know I could do that. What if I made a call? How is this different? I didn't know I I can make a tank? What if I made a tank? How would I let firefighter? I didn't know about this. Like, how would it...
Fog is entering the area. Visibility will be low.
If you just know about a lot of the things I showed you in this video, and just you start doing them early on, it'll make your entire playthrough way more fun. So hopefully it'll help you out, guys. Hopefully this stuff will make the game more fun for you. That was my goal. If the video helped you out, if you like the video, do me a favor and like or subscribe.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
See you guys in the next one.
The grilled cheesy burrito is back at Taco Bell. Grab one today.
You can get by. You want to learn because learning is necessary to survive, and nothing such a compelling way to explore and survive in. Back to difficulty, though. One thing that makes this game the most challenging 3D Zelda yet.
Resurging. Go get your revenge.
Like I said, combat up until now has been fairly straightforward, and as long as you were patient, you wouldn't take much or any damage. Skyward Sword was definitely different. It required properly executed motion-controlled strikes in specific directions, and just swinging your sword around wildly wouldn't get you anywhere. I can sort of agree this aspect of it, but I think the overall execution was lacking. I want my fighting to actually take effort, though not the kind of effort that makes the game significant.
This is intel on the next gas grid. Secure it to the uplink station marked on your TAC map, and we'll decrypt it while we still can.
100% reliable, and the game doing one thing while you're trying to tell it to do another is never fun or fair. But as it does with many, many things that previous Zeldas attempted, Breath of the Wild takes the idea of more challenging and engaging combat and really nails it. And it's hard to pin down exactly what is so much better about it. It just feels so much less mechanical and exploitable than it used to. There's a very natural feel to it. Instead of finding ways to open baddies up to attack as though they're puzzles, it's about just killing them, finding a way to do enough damage that they die from it. When you counter an enemy, it's not because the A button made but it when you counter an enemy, it's because you avoided the attack and followed up with your own, like a counter works. There's so many ways to go about fighting and so many moves you can do, especially when you consider the runes and all the environmental stuff.
Where did I go? Of course. It's testing.
Importantly, it's just really cool. It's just really fun and empowering to pull off. It makes you feel really awesome doing all these rad matrix shots all over the place. Successful parries are your reward for learning your enemy well and honing your reaction time. Then there are flurry rushes to try and pull off, and these can be pretty tricky too. There are times when you'll set one off without much effort, but other times it just won't seem to work right. There's just a lot to combat this time around. It's so much more complex than it's ever been. In fact, I've put over 200 hours into the game, and I still don't feel like I've mastered the combat. I still find myself struggling sometimes when I'm fighting a big baddie without using any tricks like runes or bombing, getting walloped while I try and fail again and again to dodge an attack and get my rush. One of the biggest changes, though, is that unless you're the smallest guys won't let you just sit there and wail on them like past baddies. They'll block your attacks, which will damage your weapon. And unless you're able to knock their sword away, they'll inevitably take it back. And if they're wailing on you, naturally, you can't just sit there and block everything either. Your shield is just as likely to break as your sword. It's just so much harder this time around to completely incapacitate monsters. So if there happen to be a lot of them around, fighting becomes something you really got to think about. The name of the game is strategy. You can't always just launch yourself into any situation, or you're likely to get your clock clean. You've got to practice fighting, know your enemy, make sure you've got enough firepower to last you through the battle, and in many cases, try your best to do as much damage as you can before your foes stop. And speaking of personal shields, this is something that I was initially a little worried about, but I think the game. Once more, this will all sound familiar to you if you've watched the video in defense of Breath of the Wild's brittle weapons, but seeing as this is a comprehensive review, I'd like to go over it again. And I know that this game there are people very familiar with both sides of the fence. But here's the way I see it, at least. Breakable weapons and shields limit the player. Like I said, they're one thing that makes the game so challenging, especially
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
For granted, it's a resource. It's something that can be depleted and needs to be actively maintained. And early on in the game, this basically forced me to learn how to fight and I had to learn how to execute stealth or utilize rolling
My balls are all sweaty.
I had to use whatever weapons I found, which led me to learn how to use the that were useful in different situations. I learned the importance of a well-aimed arrow and when to use a spear versus a sword, and how to effectively
stand by for redeployment. Resurgence is about to end. Make it count.
That they have, but they cannot address them here.
First, they don't like that the game forces them to do anything. They feel that in an open-world game that offers a great sense of freedom as a selling point, no single mechanic should be thrust upon them. And if they want to use
Okay, how am I still keep respawning? Like...
And I kind of see where they're coming from here, but I just can't agree. Being limited
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices.
Wild, so refreshing and unique. Do you really want to just
Gas is closing in.
where you go around trouncing every single guy you come across? Because that's what it would be like if you had even one decent unbreakable sword at the very least. It would completely destroy the very delicate balance of difficulty that the Zelda team crafted here. Encouraging you to adapt and try new things is a very deliberate design choice that helps distinguish the game from past entries, and all that would go out the window if your weapons didn't break. Plus, it only forces you to explore other avenues of fighting at the very beginning. Once you really get rolling, the game throws enough weapons at you that you've got a lot of freedom and can kill baddies however you want. At the absolute
Enemies
worst,
dropping
you'll be
into the
able
AO.
to use a spear because you ran out of one-handers, but you certainly don't have to keep sneaking and shooting and magnesising if you don't want to. Secondly, they don't like how the weapons break so darn quickly because the weapon makes them not use it. And in the beginning, I will admit that the weapons do break absurdly fast. This is the game teaching you how to play and offering you
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
Longer and longer, you gain access to more and more. Before you got
Only 25 remain.
I truly believe that most, if not all, opinions are valid.
25 remain.
Big lovin'.
The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
23rd.
You gotta get over it, man. This is completely a hang-up that I understand, and in fact, I even feel it myself in this game sometimes, but it's one that you just have to get around. You just have to ignore, because it doesn't make any sense. Using your low-level weapons because you don't want to waste your best ones will slow down your progress toward getting more great weapons. Like, you will overall have more higher-level stuff if you just use your stuff and get through those baddies faster. Later in the game, Hyrule throws more awesome swords at you than you know what to do with. This little hang-up is too silly to spoil the whole experience, because it's not even a thing. It's not even a real problem. It's an imaginary one. When in doubt, just use it. You will always get another one later. Suffice it to say, I love the breaker system. I love how it led me to really learn how to play the game, and on a more kind of dumb I love the constant satisfaction of finding cool stuff. I'm constantly like, oh, another Lionel sword. Look at the bonus on this Guardian Spear plus. Ah, yes, shiny new shields. As long as I keep moving forward and smashing everything I pick up over the heads of my foes in that intensely satisfying way, I'll always be stupidly pleased to find even more stuff to smash over the heads of my foes. It's a very effective feedback loop. Swinging back around to difficulty one final time, because sometimes I'm terrible at structuring my reviews, I want to talk about one more element of Breath of the Wild that really blew me away, that really hit home that this was a very different Zelda game. See, I never stumbled upon the Stone Talus on the Great Plateau, but the Zelda team did very cleverly place one right along the path to Kakariko Village, just in case. I ran into this one, and this was obviously my greatest challenge yet. The thing was just massive, and since I had so few hearts and such lame armor, it could squish me in one hit. Yeah, a Zelda game with an enemy that could one-shot me. This was really happening. I fought the thing for ages, reloading my save again and again, learning its moves and stunning it and using up all my weapons trying to bring it down. And I'm sure plenty of other people have figured out ways to beat these things with nothing more than a mop and a Korok leaf or something, but not me. I reached a point where I just looked at it and went, I'm not strong enough to beat this thing. I'm playing a Zelda game and fighting a boss, and I'm just not good enough at fighting, nor do I have enough equipment to bring this thing down. I don't have enough hearts, and my swords aren't strong enough to do the job. So I just left. I ran away to Kakariko, and this was huge. This was just so different. It was exhilarating and exciting, because moving forward, that Stone Talus was always in the back of my mind, and I dreamed of the day I would be strong enough to bring it down. And sure enough, I did. I came back later, and it was a great challenge, but after a long struggle, I did it, and it felt awesome. That sense of victory was for Zelda, but also for Nintendo. I'd never felt so accomplished playing any Nintendo title. I'd never felt like I rose to a challenge like that before. This wasn't just getting the hookshot and going into the boss room and using the hookshot on its big hookshotty butt or whatever. This was a creature that was just plain hard to fight. It was just strong. And they put it in front of me right at the start of the game so that I knew I had something to work toward. It was up to me to get better at fighting and get stronger gear, and whenever I was ready, I could try again. And when I finally beat the thing, that was me beating it. Not my hookshot, or my bombs, or my boomerang, not its big hookshotty butt, or its glowy eye, or whatever. Yeah, I had tools at my disposal. Yeah, it had a weak spot, but the victory wasn't handed to me. I earned it through my hard work. I think it also has something to do with the fact that this guy was optional. It's one thing to reach a hard enemy in a game and have to try a bunch of times before you can beat it and move forward, but Breath of the Wild's open world with all of its enemies that you can walk up to at any time, it's somehow much more thrilling. Each challenge feels more personal. Each one is your challenge. It's always there, waiting for you to give it another shot. And overcoming a challenge like that is so much more rewarding than overcoming one.
Use this time for some target practice. Real things coming soon.
It makes the game feel less like just a game and more like an adventure. And that Stone Talus may have been the first big foe to trounce me many times. Climbing up to Shadowback Point to collect 20 skill experience. It was the run-in with the Stone Talus times 10. As I talked about in the section on exploration, the sight of the lineup it wasn't long at all before I discovered that it could kill me dead with one arrow. I thought that thing for probably an hour before I decided I just couldn't do it. I wasn't even coming close to beating it. I was very
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
I gave up. The problem was I still needed those shock arrows. So I was forced to sneak around and collect them.
Prep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move.
This was not me sneaking
Gang's all here.
this was a stealth section. And the game
Word came down. We are green to go. So gear up, grab your chutes. We're going to the war zone. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
Insta-fail, try again. Wait, no, it would just chase me and hit me until I was dead.
I'll see you on the other side. Battle Royale.
So much more. Eventually, I gathered up enough arrows, but I vowed to return someday to beat that beast.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there. Be advised, gas drop is inbound.
I absolutely had to kill that thing. So I came back every once in a while, and still it managed to overpower me many
Starcade nuts.
Each time I brought its health down a little lower. I lasted a little longer, and one day, finally, after many long hours in the game and many attempts, I did it. I climbed that mountain, and the fight that ensued was legendary. I probably learned more about combat from that one fight than I did from the entire rest of the game. I learned its moves and how to counter each one. I learned the timing of the shield variant way more than the 2 years. I had fire in my eyes. Not even the hardest Zelda boss.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Such timing and precision, but everything became great. Finally, triumph and made my victory known to all.
Got gas moving in.
Sense of accomplishment I felt in any Zelda. It was absolutely glorious. Later, I would find different color lines that would strike me with terror and dread all over again. Wait, there's a white one too? But as time went on, I got even stronger and learned how to fight them even better, and now I can make short work of the toughest Lynels out there. Sometimes after a blood moon when they all respawn, I'll go Lynel on them just to do it, just to show them who I am. And this aspect of the game's difficulty leads us to the next topic, progression. Breath of the Wild does not work like any other Zelda when it comes to progression, because every other Zelda up to this point has largely based its progression on items. Items range from abilities to reach new areas and beat bosses. That's really Zelda in a nutshell. Breath of the Wild gives you all of your moves, which are essentially your items, right at the beginning. Once you leave the Great Plateau, you've technically got everything you need to go and complete all the game's major objectives. The entire map is open to you from the start. There is still some sense of progression. There are a handful of different obstacles that will try to keep you in certain areas. But I'd say the 2 things the game uses most to gate you off are your combat strength and your stamina meter, i.e. hard monsters and things like tall cliffs or large bodies of water. Since we've been going over difficulty, let's cover the former first. The world is filled with baddies. Difficulty levels denoted by a certain color. Finding and completing the run will cause all the baddies in the world to slowly scale up, and from what I can tell, they'll usually scale relative to each other. If you find a place with 2 moblins and a blue moblin, later they might become 2 blue moblins and a black moblin, then later 2 black moblins and a silver moblin. Most finals will eventually become silver, though some of the ones that were meant to be easier will stay at lower levels. The outliers here are the Guardians, because they don't seem to scale at all. They're extremely deadly for a lot, if not most of the game, but eventually you get strong enough to take them out with relative ease. This whole scaling system provides a pretty good balance. If every enemy was a static difficulty, then progression would be much more limited. You would basically be forced to only tackle the lower level areas until you got strong enough to do the harder areas. Heading anywhere new would come down to luck, and you were strong enough to move forward, and of course you would eventually reach some new area and realize that you were supposed to hit it earlier, and look at that, now every single enemy is so rapidly weak that it's no fun. But here, the option to go somewhere is pretty much always on the table, and just often enough to be blocked by tougher foes to and provide some of that very good challenge. The game provides freedom and challenge in good measure. As I said, Guardians are the only enemies that can scale. Each one, regardless of its type, lives where it lives and never gets stronger. And I think this is a really important element of the game. If scalable enemies help keep things balanced, these unscalable ones balance it further by selectively turning just some areas of the game into particularly difficult enemies to overcome. There aren't so many Guardians who really never feel like you can go where you want to, but there are just enough to instill a very thrilling sense of danger, and those are essentially progression gates. But of course, gates that you can hop if you're gonna do. Early on, the Guardians could vaporize me with one blast and seem to have way more HP than you could ever possibly hope for.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt them down. Loadout drop headed your way. Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
And whenever I did manage to get past them, it felt like I was going somewhere I wasn't supposed to. If a place is guarded by enemies that are way too strong for me to fight, I must be breaking the system by sneaking in. Oh man, if Ganon catches me here, he's gonna be so mad. The whole idea of every area being open to me for the most part, but some being so much more dangerous than others, was really fantastic. Talk about a sense of place. Breath of the Wild title feels so much more real because it doesn't feel like the whole thing is a little choice on your part. You're not totally locked out from any
Who's this bitch?
but some of them do take a lot of extra work to get to.
Hey, hombre. Where the fuck you come from? Oh, you just two-shotted me, this motherfucker.
Whether you're hitting these places early or late, it feels great. It feels like you really earned it. Enemies may scale as you complete shrines, but of course you get stronger as well. Grinded shrines can be exchanged for hearts or extra stamina. Both hearts and stamina feed into your combat ability naturally, either increasing the number of hits you can take or how big of a spin attack you can do and how much you can sprint. Let's talk about stamina next though, because that's the other thing where you can and can't go. Service, which opens up immense exploration opportunities, but if you run out of stamina at any point, you can similarly it takes stamina to glide with your paraglider or swim across water. This is extremely clever because it means despite the fact that you've technically got all the tools you need to beat the game, your ability to explore is increased directly by exploring. The ability to reach new areas more effectively, or even at all in some cases, comes from reaching new areas. Finding and completing as many as you can is a very rewarding system. It gives the world a certain amount of consistency in life. Sure, you can go anywhere you want, but are you strong enough to climb that cliff? Can you hold on long enough to glide out to that island? And it's of course exploration. That's another way in which you're rewarded with more strength the more you explore.
Need
The more
mid-count
cards you
rounds.
find, the more weapons you can hold, the more damage you can do, the more places you can go. Overall, these elements make running around and doing stuff worth doing. A game this big and open, Nintendo could have easily messed up in this department, creating a huge world to explore, but offering no reason to do so, or making it so open that it was easy and boring. They pulled it off, though. Even without being based on items, Breath of the Wild's progression system is fun and satisfying. It does have a few problems, though. The biggest one is that while they did a pretty good job of replacing item-based progression, I don't know if they can ever truly do it. Like, while I obviously enjoy the way Breath of the Wild does progression, there's always that little part of me that misses the old one. I mean, it was at the core of Zelda's identity, just as it is with Metroid, for example, and I can definitely see where people are coming from when they dislike Breath of the Wild for straying too far from the Zelda formula to feel like a Zelda game. I was a little bummed when I first found out that the Great Plateau contained all the quote-unquote items. In the end, the immense freedom and other forms of progression were enough for me to be okay with this new system, but who's to say that moving forward in the series I won't start to miss the old way even more than I do now? Maybe a mix to be the best of both worlds? I know it's a delicate process, but I'm pretty sure they can fit at least a little bit of the there to block the player's path in the future. Just a little. Backtracking for the sake of backtracking isn't exactly fun, especially in a game this big, but at the same time, it's hard to replace the satisfaction of carving your way into new areas because of a new item or ability you found, of having the world open up as you play.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Hence, another problem I have is how weapons scale. When you beat shrines and get orbs, you get hearts and stamina, and that's great because it's tangible. It means something. You accomplish more, you get stronger. But on top of that, beating shrines makes the loot you find scale up, whether it's being held by foes or hidden in chests. This is actually the primary way that you get stronger, as in the way you raise your attack. You don't gain actual levels, your base attack doesn't go up, you just find better weapons as you go. Your armor rating goes up and you gain other bonuses by acquiring and upgrading armor, but let's save that for another section. This weapon scaling system is obviously to help you keep up with these scaling enemies. Like I said, I like the scaling enemies because they keep the game interesting, otherwise too many areas would be worthlessly easy and boring. But when combined with this weapon scaling, the whole thing starts to feel a little technically, it is all happening because you're beating shrines, so it's a little like you're leveling up or whatever, but I often stop and think, I wish I was...
Gas is inbound.
My strength was more about building up my character and less about what weapons the game decides to spawn for me. It's like it's going to scale both the enemies and the weapons very equally. It might as well give me a rainbow miner with 1 million health and a sword with 10 million attack. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of a false sense of progression in a way. It's not like the whole thing is worthless or anything. It does feel nice to move forward, to get stronger, and eventually you get to the point where you dominate everything, which means the baddies and the weapons aren't moving at exactly the same speeds. But I just think they could have come up with a better way for the game to pull you along than just slowly spawning better and better weapons. Even a traditional leveling system with a growing attack stat would have worked really well, especially because that would mean getting XP from enemies, and that would mean or getting you don't need XP. Maybe the spirit could be exchanged for parts or stamina or
What is this guy talking about?
More interesting. This system is especially lame when you consider how loot that you find in treasure chests within shrines doesn't scale for whatever reason. And if it doesn't scale, well, of course they don't want to risk you finding weapons way above your level.
Online investing, served up however you like it. No matter how you invest online, there's a personalized option to help you reach your goals. Find your perfect online investing fit.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Heads up, buy stations are inbound.
Welcome back, everyone. This is my Eternals video about King, he who remains versus the Celestials, and why he didn't stop the Celestials. The true history of the main MCU Marvel Universe, and not the lies cherished in the Judge, and how that connects with what's going on with the King multiverse world.
Whoa, Alucard. Whoa.
Gas is closing in.
Eternals around the universe this whole time for millions and billions of years, why didn't He Who Remains step in and make a difference? All these lesser life forms like humans and other planets like Paddles who broke or Celestials. He Who Remains.
You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
The answer is actually similar to the question of why didn't Kang stop Thanos from snapping half of all life in the universe? Why didn't the TVA arrest the Avengers if they were manipulating the timeline so much with the Infinity Stones and the quantum realm? It's partially because the Celestials do serve an important cosmic purpose. They're not lying about that part of their mission. Even if Anderson the Judge is lying about exactly what they're doing and why they're doing it, and lying about his own origins too. What he tells me is that he predates the Big Bang. He was hoping the chaos that exists in the universe form, but he was the very first galaxy. During the Loki series, if we're looking at the main MCU timeline here, like at the beginning of the episode, the Sacred Timeline, run versions of the timeline. It starts to think like this huge out of the Big Bang. Then you see the universe contract again and go through another Big Bang cycle. Here's the Judge claims that he comes period between Big Bang cycles. All reality is just black nothingness. There's no nothing in existence. But the Dark Elves, also come from this twin history from the Thor movies. There are also other things like Galactus, who predate the current MCU universe. He was like another version of He Who Remains type of character. He was a scientist who just lived at the very end of
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
Through another Big Bang cycle. My early theory is that we actually see his spaceship at the end of his timeline during the Loki series in this intro here. Like you see the spaceship before Strange, I wasn't sure quite what it was. I think it belongs to Galen Accott, and he's witnessing the end
Friendly
of
loadout drops on the way.
A Big Bang cycle, and that's basically a version of his comic book origin. So when Anderson the Judge is telling Cersei about his backstory, he's lying by omission. Like there's a lot of other stuff that he's leaving out here from his creation. He's not telling her about the Dark Elves, the other creatures that existed with him in this void of chaos before the Big Bang. And he's also not telling her about the cosmic being that created him, Eternity, which is the living embodiment of the universe. Eternity really doesn't get involved in the day-to-day affairs of the world.
Gas is moving.
Or even the gods like Thor, Odin, Hela. Eternity doesn't even get involved with beings like King the Conqueror and all his variants when they go around during the Kang Multiverse War, destroying entire timelines and entire universes. But here's where you start to see the cracks in Anderson the Judge's story, because Eternity is supposed to be born with the Big Bang. So each universe is born with the Big Bang. Eternity is the living embodiment of the universe, so its birth is the Big Bang. And its first act is to create the Celestials and task them with the mission that Anderson the Judge explains in the series. So Anderson is not lying about their purpose of creating new suns and galaxies to help the universe grow and continue existing, because once the universe dies, its eventual heat death, it means eternity would die too. So eternity isn't some benevolent god. It created the Celestials to effectively help it live longer. It's an act of self-preservation. So the joke here is that the Celestials lie to the Eternals.
Fuck, eh?
25 remain. Failure ain't fatal. It's just an opportunity to do better.
The deviants and the Eternals, like she thinks of them as predators on the planet, but the movie reveals that the Celestials are actually predators of the universe because we're all just their food source. But zoom out one more step, and you realize the joke is the Celestials are just a way to eternity, and eternity is the true apex predator here.
I have to cook all this food in Zelda, so that's what I'm doing right now in between games.
What they're supposed to be doing, creating new galaxies.
Because I gotta spread out my time between two systems so that I'm a dual gamer. You know what I mean? No, we don't. We never know what you mean. Like, yeah, I'm a dual gamer. I'm a dual gamer. So that's two.
Like at the dawn of the universe, the Celestials won't wind up eventually sending Eternals to Earth, who then won't wind up influencing the evolution of humanity the way they did during this movie. And further forward into the distant future, eventually, He Who Remains would not be born and become who he's meant to be. So he needs the Celestials to do everything that they've been doing so that he can become who he's meant to be, and eventually win the Kang Multiverse War. That's why he doesn't care about the Celestials wiping out entire planets. That whole conversation they have in the Loki finale where he says, "You came to kill the devil, but I keep you safe. You think I'm bad? Wait till you meet my variants."
If you think I'm evil, just wait till you meet my variants.
So the TLDR is that if they got rid of the Celestials before he was born, it would mean the end of all reality in the main MCU universe because he wouldn't be able to win the Kang Multiverse War. It's very similar to the reason why He Who Remains didn't stop Thanos from snapping half of all life, and the reason why he didn't have the TVA arrest the Avengers during Endgame. Because he needed the timeline to play out in a very specific way, and a lot of these cataclysmic events had to happen so that he could eventually be born and become He Who Remains. But here's the thing, as bad as the Celestials seem, when Loki and Sylvie...
Gear up fast, we're about to get evil.
The literal endpoint of the main MCU timeline, the timeline, however you want to think about it, is before everything restarts with another Big Bang cycle, like the timeline starts over again. In this space, he is literally the last remaining living being. That's why he's called He Who Remains.
Out of the way.
Enemy soldier incoming.
There are no more Celestials, no gods, no other
Oh, dead! Bye, guys.
killed off. And remember, Arishem tells Cersei that if they stopped what they were doing, creating new Celestials cold turkey right now, the universe would begin slowly dying its heat death. But
That's why I'm gonna get you.
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
So really, are the Celestials that necessary?
Rip the dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's move. There you are. We got the green light. You're going to the war zone. Grab your gear and shoot. You're up in 3. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
I'll see you on the other side. Battle Royale.
There was a plot like that a while ago where the first version of the timeline was
You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone.
It wasn't clear the cosmos were like the boss level upgrade to eternity, the living embodiment of the entire multiverse, whereas the embodiment of the single universe. They did use the concept of the eternity character during Guardians of the Galaxy 2, when you build a living planet into the back to
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Celestial seeds out their plans to grow more Celestials, make more of them.
You're losing ground. Move it.
But he was trying to create more of himself using his seeds. Maybe the last more involved when they bring the Eternals characters back and other space-based cosmic movies. There was a lot of stuff that they did not explain during the first Eternals movie, so I think we're just leaving that for future movies to cover. But hopefully it explains why Kang, or He Who Remains, any version of Kang, needs Celestials. Not because he likes them, but because without them, he would not come into If you have any questions about Marvel's cosmic history, just write them below in the comments, and I'll try to add them to my future videos. There's a bunch of really big stuff coming up. We're going to get...
Whoa.
Click here for that brand new Marvel Moon Knight trailer video, and click here for my eternal ability to see Steve Harrington's Black Knight character. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Fuck! Lame.
Thousands of posters. Join over 3 million collectors now. Your wall upgrade is here. Shop now at displate.com.
Just false.
You got a loadout drop inbound.
One core question. Of everything we saw in those 6 episodes, what moments were pre-scripted by the Kang variant known as He Who Remains, and what moments were violations of that plan? Glitches in his
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
What is this?
The true hidden narrative is the root myth
Ooh.
of Loki Season 1, so that we can better understand this plan. And yes, I will often be referring to He Remains as Kang, because he is a Kang variant. We really need to start seeing his machinations in relation to his broader Kang dynasty. I believe that He Remains, as the screenwriter of the Sacred Timeline, has spent his
I heard that they got rid of Kang.
Welcome, fellow
Gas is inbound.
to another riveting exploration of J.R.R. Tolkien's vast and intricate universe. Today, we embark on a journey into the shadows, uncovering the mysterious fate of the Ringwraiths after the climactic downfall of their dreaded leader. Together, we'll delve into the depths of Tolkien's imagination.
Where is this fucking guy?
Fate of these spectral servants. As we witnessed in The Return of the King, the Witch King met his demise at the hands of El and Merry. But what about the other Ringwraiths? To understand the fate of the Ringwraiths, we must first revisit their dark and twisted origins. Long before their spectral forms haunted the realms of men, these beings were once proud and noble kings, leaders among their people who, in a cruel twist of fate, succumbed to the lure of Sauron's deceit. These kings hailed from various corners of Middle-earth, each chosen for their strength, ambition, and desire for power. The Dark Lord Sauron cunningly exploited their lust for power. In their vulnerability, he offered them the keys to dominion, the means to reshape the world according to their whims. The temptation was embodied in the wings of power. As each king donned the rings upon him, transformation began. A descent into darkness that would sever their noble
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job.
their former selves. The rings became chains, binding them not only to Sauron's will, but spectral beings, Ringwraiths, the Nazgul. The transformation was not swift. As their kingdoms crumbled, their subjects perished, and their mortal forms withered away. The Ringwraiths became slaves to the Dark Lord's designs. Their once illustrious pasts were replaced by a haunting existence, clad in black robes and bound to the will of Sauron. The Ringwraiths became relentless hunters, driven by an unquenchable desire to retrieve the One Ring. Yet, beneath the hooded shroud of each wraith lingered a trace of the king they once were, an echo of lost majesty, and an eternal yearning for what had been sacrificed in the pursuit of power. These origins explain how the fate of the ring wraiths, despite Sauron's dark magic, provide strong.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
What happened to them after the destruction of the ring? The ring wraiths derived their power from Sauron and the One Ring, and with its destruction, their source of strength was severed. Did this mean they simply faded away to nothingness? Fans have crafted countless theories about the fate of the ring wraiths, ranging from the idea of their redemption to the possibility of them becoming guardians of forgotten realms. Part of the beauty of Tolkien's universe lies in its ability to inspire such creative musings. Some speculate that after the Battle of the Black Gate, the remaining ring wraiths faced a dilemma. With Sauron's defeat, their dark purpose crumbled. They say that in the
bounty targets are up. Get after them.
They were left aimless and disoriented. Imagine for a moment the psychological turmoil of these once mighty kings. Stripped of their individuality, they were reduced.
Gas is closing in.
Driven solely by the will of Sauron. With his fall, they were left without a purpose, wandering Middle-earth in no direction. Some say that there were whispers of their presence in the darkest corners of Middle-earth. They point to legends that tell of encounters with shadowy figures resembling the ring wraiths in the years following the War of the Ring. But the Nazgûl still
all bounty targets are KIA. Well done.
Some fans posit that the ring wraiths, freed from Sauron's control, may have sought redemption for their past sins. Could they have embarked on a quest for forgiveness, attempting to undo the damage wrought by their dark deeds? These fan theories may be compelling, but the canon fate of the Nazgûl is that they perished along with their master, Sauron. So allow me to speculate on exactly how they passed from this world, and how they may have felt during their final moments. In the ashen aftermath of the Battle of the Black Gate,
What's up, guys? My name's Brandon, and welcome back to Apple Weekly, the final episode of 2023. So happy holidays to everybody out there. So in this episode, we're going to discuss more about iOS 17.3, along with the confusing iOS 17.2.1. We're also going to talk about an update on the Apple Watch being banned, Apple's next generation of CarPlay, iPhone 16 rumors, another crazy AirTag story, and more. And as always, if you want to stay updated with everything going on in the world of Apple in 2024, be sure to subscribe to the channel and also check out the Apple Den newsletter. Alright, so let's start by talking about iOS 17.2.1, because you might have seen me on Forbes or Yahoo or every other publication that posted about 17.2.1, showing what I showed on Twitter. So we'll get to that in a moment. But 17.2.1 is just such a weird update because, like I said in my Wednesday video, if you saw it earlier this week, there was really nothing new. I mean, Apple did not tell us anything that was included in the update. You know, there were no security patches in the update, no publication that came out and said, oh, look, this, and this was introduced in 17.2.1, or like, this is fixed in 17.2.1. None of that. Like, we have absolutely, still to this day, no clue what was included with 17.2.1. However, I found something, and this is kind of how I got on all those different publications.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
To see if anybody found anything new in 17.2.1, and for some reason I saw...
Fucking idiot. Who does that? I was trying to do L1, R1. Oh well. There goes that. That was fucked.
And what I found was interesting, and you see it on your screen right here, it says that this update introduces important bug fixes and addresses an issue where the battery may drain quicker under certain conditions. Now, my first thought was, okay, this might be a bug, it might be an issue in translation, but then I went to Apple's site once they put up the release notes for 17.2.1 on the Japanese version of their website on Apple, and it showed the same thing. So there was no, issue with the translation, there was no bug on the software update screen, none of that. It looks like those Japanese Chinese and Japanese that showed the same translation here. It showed, a battery drain.
Gas is moving.
We did not see that, and nobody really reported anything being resolved with battery drain. So this is weird. I mean, we still don't have any explanation from Apple. I'm sure multiple publications reached out to Apple for comments, but we've not seen anything. Let me know if you're having having better battery life on 17.2.1 as opposed to 17.2, which was just released the week prior. Now, before we talk about iOS 17.3 a little bit more, I do want to also mention iOS 17.2 because this kind of went under the radar, but 17.2 has a very notorious iPhone bug that is related to the Flipper Zero. This is a pen testing tool, and there was a bug with this tool that would force you to reboot your device. So basically, this Flipper Zero pen testing tool would flood the iPhone with so many notifications that it would just freeze up and force reboot. And this is going around like crazy. I even saw this on TikTok, of all places, and it was working on devices up to 17.2, but Apple did patch it with 17.2 and for 17.2.1 as well. Okay, so now let's move on to iOS 17.3, because while iOS 17.2 had like 60 new features and changes, I think 17.3 is
Marking
the most
contract.
important update for iOS 17 yet, and it's mainly because of the stolen device protection feature, along with the performance and the battle we'll talk about in a moment. But
Bounty targets marked. Kill them all.
Build on what we've already talked about with the stolen device protection, because Joanna Stern from the Wall Street Journal, who is pretty much fully responsible for Apple introducing this feature into the iPhone, she actually sat down with a man who basically was one of these thieves who was stealing iPhones and draining people's bank and crypto accounts with the loophole that stolen device protection fixes. And this video, which I'll leave linked down in the description below, is very interesting because she talks with this man who is, again, serving a prison sentence for stealing over $300,000 from unsuspecting victims. But basically just, this guy would be friends. The classic story that we've heard ever since Joanna Stern and the Wall Street Journal really reported on this. They would kind of
gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
And they'd be drunk, obviously, so they wouldn't have their guard up as much. And these people would go in there and they would ask them to put in their passcode, or they would ask them what the passcode was.
You're not people.
Tell them.
You're an animal.
You're
loadout drop headed your way.
With that passcode, the loophole we've been talking about this whole time, they would understand and know how to do that within seconds. They were really quick with it, as this guy explains in the video, and basically they would be able to just take control of their phone. They would be able to get into their passwords, their banking applications, their crypto apps, and everything like that, and then just leave. They'd steal the phone after already having all that information. So, obviously all these people were pretty unsuspecting in the way.
You're losing ground. Move it.
But it's incredible how much money these...
Only 25 remain.
One person out there, this guy tells in the story how he kept this reported back to somebody else, and they probably stolen millions, maybe even tens of millions of dollars in terms of iPhones, actual iPhones themselves, along with the drainage of the bank accounts and crypto accounts as well. So I think that video really just highlighted how important that loophole was for thieves, and how important the stolen device protection feature is for consumers like you and I, and why we need to turn this on right away. But aside from the stolen device protection feature, we didn't really have anything new in 17.3. Now we might be seeing the airplane
How's that? Whoa.
Now, the other reason I mentioned that 17.3 is an important update is because of the performance and battery life. I have been blown away with how good the performance and battery life is on a Beta 1. It's very rare to see the stability of battery life.
How's this? That's how.
Less than 25, we're still standing. It's a valiant effort. Keep your head up. Return to base when you breathe.
Scored a 2963 on the single core and a 7306 on the multi-core. That is my highest single core
gas
score.
Is closing in.
I can't carry
it.
Talking about comparing to final versions of iOS software. So that has been very impressive. I've really had no issues in terms of performance, no bugs or anything like that. So very happy with performance. And then in terms of battery life, I am running this on my main device. So I'm going to take some screenshots of the last 24 hours, which you can actually see. I haven't charged the phone at all since I woke up at around, it looks like 10 o'clock or so, and it's now 7 o'clock. So I'm still sitting at
got gas moving in.
I think it's pretty good. This will easily get me through the full day, and I've actually been using it a little bit more than I should. So,
alright, that's it for today. I'm out.
Activity, pretty high in terms of what I should be using, but you can see it's actually better than what I scored on 17.2 in terms of these graphs on the 10-day charts. And then I do also want to talk about what to expect now.